Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.
Hello, I'm Lori Steiner. Welcome to Golden Opportunities.
Today, are your physical challenges forcing you to move out of your home? We have ideas on how to stay put. Is there a big celebration in your future? We'll help you put the icing on the cake. Then, warmer weather brings more smiles. We'll help you make sure your smile shines. Plus, this isn't your ordinary examination. We'll prescribe a benefit checkup that may find lost funds. And it's time to step outside and enjoy Mother Nature. We'll help you get a breath of fresh air.
It's time to get geoing, so pull up a chair and join us at our kitchen table for Golden Opportunities. It's difficult for many of us to think about moving out of our home due to our age. What if we didn't have to make the move? There is an alliance in Northeast Ohio whose goal it is to help individuals maintain independence and happiness at home. Laura Miniff of Array Design Studio is here to talk about the concept of environmental well-being of aging. So welcome to our show.
Thanks, Lori.
You started your business and you're the founder of this organization, right? So you're an entrepreneur.
I am. And it's been a long journey, and it's been wonderful. And I have to thank all the experiences I've had in my life to lead me to this very time in my life. And that's exactly what I do. I'm a design contractor. I've been doing it for over 18 years. And what we do is we help alter and change the atmospheres that we live and work in to adjust to our new needs as we go through that path and journey of life.
Okay, sounds like a much needed organization. What can you tell us about aging in place?
Well, I think that a lot of people didn't remember that we have an overabundance of baby boomers. And guess what? We're all here now. We're all over the age of 55. Did you know that almost 80% of our society is over the age of 55?
Wow.
It is an amazing and a lot of people, and thank you for having this show, because a lot of people don't know where to go as they go through this journey of life, and their children are confused as well. They have their own life. So, and by the way, I don't want anybody to know that I need any help.
Oh, of course not, no.
So that's what we focus on. So aging in place is the ability to understand what is available and out there for us to make these changes in our life. It takes a lot of courage. So we're seeking people that we trust. And my goal is to help people find those people that they can trust and allow them to know that they don't have to make any changes until they're ready.
Oh, and that's important to know, not to be pushed into something. Now, some people some of our viewers may be contemplating a move or staying at home. And what you're trying to do is help them stay in their best environment, right? Which is oftentimes at home. So how do you provide them a solution?
That is a huge question. And so no matter what age you're at, you're going to face this question. But right now, in this generation of baby boomers, a lot of us have lived in our home, raised our children in our home, for 20 plus years. So there is a decision that needs to be made as far as when do I move? Do I have to move? And who do I turn to for that help? So there's something out there called universal design, and that is what I practice. So universal design is the ability to help people make alterations in their home or workspace again that no one needs to know really have happened. Remember, we're changing atmospheres to help make life easier.
Okay. Now we've got some of the things that you probably use to make those changes. What do you say to the person who's kind of reluctant to make that change? Been this way all my life, you're not going to change me now.
Okay, so that, we're all in that boat. Remember, honor yourself, find yourself, and be true to yourself. when you're ready to make these changes, you're going to know. So trust that. You know, all of a sudden you get this feeling, you know, I really would like to freshen up the paint color. Or maybe you just had a grandchild. Or maybe you're an empty nester now. Guess what? You're ready for the next stage of your life.
It leads you to that change. And you've got a
Exactly.
special offer for our viewers, right?
I do. So it is very challenging, this topic, to know where to go. So what we do is we're offering 1 hour free consultation if you let us know that you're a viewer here on Golden Opportunities.
All right, get some help.
That's right. Don't be afraid. Right.
Laura has some good advice. All we need to do is seek out ways to enhance our life and to overcome challenges and at the same time enjoy the journey. My thanks to Laura for joining us at our kitchen table. Her number is next.
For more information about Array Design Studio, call 440-759-9094 or log on to www.array-studio.com. Next, Buttercream Delight. But first, listen up. Bones stop growing after puberty, but 2 of your body parts continue to grow in size throughout your life. Can you name these parts? Do you sense the answer?
What is the new Trump tax law, the most sweeping tax overhaul in over 30 years? I mean, if you have $500,000 or more in liquid assets, it means complex challenges and exceptional opportunity. Hi, I'm Jim Lineweaver with Lineweaver Wealth Advisors. To help you understand what these challenges and opportunities are and how you may be able to benefit from them, we've organized a professional panel of financial, legal, and tax experts with over 40 years of experience to join us for dinner at the award-winning Lockkeepers Restaurant in Valley View. The panel discussion and dinner are complimentary, but seating is very limited. So call today. Dates and times are on your screen.
It may smell a bit fishy, but listen to this. Cartilage continues to grow your entire life. Once the growth of the rest of your body is stopped, your nose and your ears continue to increase in size.
This team started out as high school friends working at Dairy Queen, and now they are the queens of their own blooming baking business. Here to tell us how it all panned out is Lauren Bosich and Marianne Carroll of the White Flour Cake Shop. So welcome to the show.
Thank
Obviously
you.
you are White Flour Cake Shop,
Yes.
and this is the goods at the shop.
It is.
So you started off as teenagers making blizzards. Now you have a business and you have 2 locations. So how did that all come to be?
Yeah, so Marianne and I met when we were in junior high, when we were 13 years old, and we did work at a Dairy Queen where we dabbled in cake decorating slightly for a little bit. We both went to art school and couldn't find jobs and always kind of dabbled in cake decorating, so we decided to open our own business, and that was 11 years ago.
Wow,
Yeah.
time flies, right?
Yes,
So
it
where are
does.
your 2 locations?
We have one in Beechwood in La Place Shopping Center, and then our other location is in Solon.
Okay, so your cakes are very colorful and very beautiful, so tell us about that.
So we pride ourselves on our buttercream frosting, which these are all homemade Swiss meringue buttercream made with love. You can walk into any of our stores and purchase cupcakes and cakes and brownies, and everything has like a really artsy look to it.
They definitely do.
Yeah.
They look like an artist, as you are in another life. And you also teach cake decorating at the
Yes.
Solon location,
Yes.
right?
We do, yes. At our Solon location, we teach classes for all ages, all skill levels. We have things from kids classes where, you know, parents and grandparents can bring their kids in to learn to decorate cupcakes. And then we also do fun things like ladies' nights where you can drink wine and decorate cupcakes with your girlfriends.
They probably don't come out real good after the wine drinking, or
It's all self-perception. People think they look great and they're happy, so we're happy.
So do you guys teach the classes yourself?
We do, yeah. So Marianne does a lot of the classes, and then we'll do the boot camps together. So we have a larger buttercream boot camp where people come from actually all over the world to take our boot camp classes. Yeah, and it's like a full day class, and you learn. We try to just teach you as much as possible in that one day.
About how to make the special frosting, or how to make
More
these
just
beautiful
the
petals?
Flowers, the decorations you see on the side. The flowers are what most people want to learn how to do, for sure.
They're just so beautiful.
Thank
I'm
you.
almost speechless here looking at them.
Thank you.
So what about a family coming together like for grandma's birthday?
Yes, we host private parties too. So you can book a party for an hour and a half, and we have instructors on hand that will teach the party, the guests, how to decorate cupcakes, and then they actually get to decorate them and take them home or eat them.
Or eat them right there. I don't think I could wait. So and I understand that your White Flower Cake Shop has actually been featured on television.
Yes,
So
actually,
tell
our
us.
first year in business, we actually received a call from the Food Network, and they asked us to come out and do a TV show. So we did 4 of the Food Network cake challenges, all within our first few years of being open. And we
How
actually
did they hear about you?
They just found us just searching
On our
the
website.
On the website,
Yeah.
wow. Oh, that's amazing.
It was fun.
How about famous customers? There's got to be somebody. If the Food Channel had you on, there's got to be somebody.
Well, yeah, we do a
Yeah.
lot of cakes for famous Cleveland
Athletes.
athletes.
And we recently did a beautiful cake for Lori Grenier from Shark Tank and delivered it to her in Chicago. And she follows us on Instagram and is a huge fan of our work. And we were honored to be able to reach out to her and create a cake for her. That was pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Too bad.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
we just did a cake for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame
Oh,
induction
the
ceremony
inductions.
too. It
Cool.
was like a 6-foot tall cake that was at the party. So hopefully some celebrities had some of our cake that day too.
Yeah. Too bad you didn't go meet the Shark Tank person when you were first starting out, right? Well, these cakes are fantastic, and thanks for being on the show.
Oh, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
For a great way to put the icing on your next special event, or if you're looking for a beautiful edible piece of art, give Lauren and Marianne a call. The number's next.
Find out more by calling either White Flower Cake Shop's Beechwood location at 216-514-2253 or Solon at 440-394-8049 or visit www.whiteflowercake.com. Next, Pearly Whites. Looking for places to go, things to do? Welcome to our community calendar. Are you ready to tiptoe through the tulips? Let the Cleveland Botanical Garden guide you along the path of spring beauty with their Spring Blooms Show. The exhibit runs now through May 13th. To learn more, call 216-721-1600 or visit www.cbgarden.org.
As the warmer weather approaches, we see ourselves in a new light. Perhaps our smile isn't as sunny and as bright as we had hoped, or a tooth is a little out of line, or maybe some of the metal is just peeking out from an old dental procedure. Dentist Steve Marsh is here to help illuminate our smile. So welcome back to the show.
Lori.
Dental techniques have changed over time a lot, right? So can you give us a little history of how that evolved?
Yeah, so it's interesting. I've been practicing 41 years. My father was a dentist for 50 years before that. And we've seen a lot of changes. And it's the biggest thing besides technique is materials. So I brought some examples and I thought I'd show them. This is, in my hand, you can see an old gold crown. I call it an old gold crown. And then a porcelain on metal crown. And they're right next to each other. And they were very strong, pretty durable, but people, as you mentioned, the metal peeks out. After time, the gums recede oftentimes, and you see this metal, and it's really unsightly, especially what's in the front. So metal was good for the back. And now what's happened is we've gone to almost all porcelains. This is actually a combination. I have two placed together, but these are crowns. That's a crown, and we also have a porcelain veneer. And what's happened is these porcelains that were beautiful are now getting much stronger. So we not only can use porcelains in the front the way we used to, but we're also using them in the back, depending on what a person needs and wants.
So how do you decide what's best for a patient?
Well, it's really about function and beauty. So in the back, we want something strong. So we're using a lot of this zirconium, which is about 4 times stronger than our conventional porcelains. We can do it very confidently in the back. As we move anteriorly towards the front and people want something that's more polishable, a little prettier, there's some materials that work better and have some strength, but also give a beautiful reflection and a very natural look, which is what everybody's going for.
Absolutely. So can you give us some examples of how you use different porcelains?
Yeah, and I think that's the best way to look at it. So this is a patient who came to me when he was younger. He actually had injured his front teeth. He had a couple of root canals. They did a porcelain on metal crown. You can also see dimensionally things don't look right. So we changed those out. We did an all porcelain crown in the front, and the two teeth next to them we call the laterals. We use porcelain veneers. We did the gum reshaping. We used a laser to bring that up, and we got beautiful proportions, and now we have something that's strong and wonderful looking. And in the lowers, we whiten them and just reshape them. So sometimes it's not about materials, about technique. And that's a perfect example. So every so often someone loses a tooth. And this is a woman who came in. She had a root canal. It went bad, which sometimes happens long-term with a root canal. The tooth had to be taken out. So what we did in the lower, we can see we just did, again, just some reshaping. And that's an all porcelain bridge. That's using that zirconium. Again, dimensionally, now we have much better dimensions. And it's also very strong. So there's no metal to show, no metal framework. And she loves it, and her significant other thought it was amazing, and now he's become a patient as well.
Right.
And here's an interesting one. It's somebody I've known for years, didn't want to do anything with his teeth. He ended up losing one of those teeth. Again, a tooth that had a root canal 30 years ago. The tooth ended up loosening up. We used that same zirconium in the front. We did 4 teeth. That's all we had to do to give him that beautiful smile. He also was bothered by that triangle. We call it a black triangle in dentistry, and he wanted that filled in, and we used a pink porcelain with the zirconium to fill it in. So he looks natural, and I always see their pictures on Facebook, and he's smiling, looking as wonderful as his wife does. And lastly, this is a case of just porcelain veneers. And we use porcelain veneers on the bottom and on the top. This is a patient in her 60s. She said, I really want a beautiful smile. I can't stand going like this. Again, no braces at this standpoint, at this time. So we were able to do this with some porcelain veneers, some reshaping to give her a beautiful smile and something that she's proud of. And again, her significant other, we have a lot of significant others these days, is very pleased with how she looks looking across the table.
They were amazing makeovers.
Thank you.
Make sure your smile is ready to shine by calling Steve. His number is next.
See what Dr. Stephen Marsh can do for your smile by calling 440-461-1003 or visit www.clevelandsmiles.com. Up next, uncovering resources. It's time to get up and go. An exercise segment on golden opportunities.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Carbon from Breakout Fitness. Today we're here to show you how to do an exercise band abduction. This is going to work the muscles in the outer thighs. These muscles are very important because not only do they help us get around and move, but should we stumble, those are the muscles that are going to help catch us. You ready to go?
Yeah, and this is necessary.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're going to grab the band here. We're going to stand in the center of the band with our feet together. We want to make sure we're standing nice and tall. Let our hands hang to the side, and we're simply going to open wide and take one step to the side and then bring the feet together. Okay, so one big step, bring them together. Now let's go back the other way a couple steps, switch, bring them together. Now it's important to control the movement. Okay, you want to make sure you use slow and controlled movements. Don't let your legs bang together. How you feeling?
Feels pretty good.
Good? You got stronger legs already, huh?
Yes, I do.
All right, everybody, 12 to 15 repetitions, 2 to 3 sets. And now it's your turn to get up and go.
For your copy of the exercise booklet, send $1 for postage to Golden Opportunities, 6105 Parkland Boulevard, Suite 140, Mayfield Heights, Ohio, 44124.
This Tuesday, May 1st, kicks off Older Americans Month. In our area, we are lucky to have a wonderful organization which will be promoting this event. Joining us today is Marlene Robinson Statler, Executive Director of the Cuyahoga County Division of Senior and Adult Services. So welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me on.
Before we get to the Older Americans Month, can you talk a little bit about your organization, what you do?
Absolutely. At the Division of Senior and Adult Services, our mission is to empower seniors to remain independent in their home and preserve their independence. And so at the Senior and Adult Services, we have 5 centers of excellence. And one of them is our Adult Protective Services, APS, where we're state mandated to investigate allegations of abuse, neglect, self-neglect, and financial exploitation. Then we have our Options Program. We provide medical transportation, home-delivered meals, emergency response buttons, and chore services. We also have our Home Skilled program, where skilled nurses go into the home and provide homemaking and personal care. Then we also have our community social service programs where we in Cuyahoga County, we fund 40 of our senior centers.
Oh boy.
At those senior centers, we provide adult development, congregate meals, and transportation. And then finally, we have our Aging and Disability Resource Center. Through that resource center, we do benefits checkups so that we're able to link seniors to services such as home energy assistance programs and other benefits for them.
Lots of help.
Yes, yes.
Now, you mentioned Adult Protective Services. That's where somebody can report elder abuse happening that they've seen. What if you're a little apprehensive about reporting something going on?
Well, actually, we have very seamless referrals, and we have two ways of doing your referrals. One is to call our hotline number, which is 216-420-6700. And then we also now have an online web portal at www.dsas.cuyahogacounty.us, and everything is confidential. All the referrals are confidential. It's a seamless process, access 24/7.
All right. Sounds good that it's anonymous. So, and on a happier note, so talk about Older Americans Month then.
We're excited about this. So Older Americans Month, our theme for 2018 is engage at every age. And so we feel that our senior is not someone only age 60. We start looking at our ARP division, which is about 50 years old or older. Okay. And we look as time progresses with age and things that are happening. And our seniors are telling us they want to be engaged in arts, culture, and other things that are going on. So we find that our senior centers, national data shows us that 11 million people use senior centers every day. And with that data, we're finding that out of our senior centers, we were able to serve 170,000 meals last year at our senior centers. So we know people are engaged, and we want to start engaging them at every age.
What are some of the activities for this special month?
So one of the activities that we're having on May 16th this year is we're having what's called the Senior Centers 3.0. Okay. Innovations that drive change. And with those innovations that drive change, what we're doing is we're fostering collaborations. So we're looking across municipalities and boundaries that seniors normally would have, and how we can have our senior centers incorporate or collaborate with our academic institutions, how they can collaborate with our medical institutions, and how we can build innovative models and processes at our senior centers, things that we can replicate over time. And I'm happy to say that we'll be actually providing some grants for those services.
Excellent. Where's that going to be held?
Well, it's going to be a Holiday Inn Rockside on May 16th from 8:30 to 1:30. Okay. Please join us. And we'll be awarding 2 awards to our Senior Center Innovation programs. We actually have 2 programs that started last year, one Call for Wellness and also our Project Care. And so we're hoping some of those services are replicated. And also join us. Our speaker is Dr. Lori Stevick-Rust, and we'll be able to provide more information.
All right, so check your website?
Absolutely.
All right. My thanks to Marlene for reminding us that we should engage at every age. If you have questions about senior adult services or to join in the activities of Older Americans Month, give Marlene a call or check the website. That's coming up next.
To find out more, call the Cuyahoga County Division of Senior and Adult Services. Call 216-420-6700 or click to https://dsas.cuyahogacounty.us. Next, enjoying nature's beauty.
For nearly 100 years, Cleveland Hearing and Speech Center has been the premier provider of speech language, hearing loss, and deaf community services. Infants, children, and adults with special communication needs can receive hearing screenings and exams. Hearing aid brands such as Phonak, speech and language therapy, stroke recovery therapy, sign language interpreting, deaf advocacy, and support. To learn more, call Cleveland Hearing and Speech Center at 216-231-8787 or visit chsc.org.
When it's summer in Northeast Ohio, most folks try to spend every waking moment outside, soaking up the good weather while it lasts. However, sometimes we opt to spend some of our time indoors. Now, it might be because of the air conditioning, or maybe because of mobility-limiting health challenges. Here to discuss the benefits of the great outdoors is my law partner, Mike Solomon.
Hi, Lori.
So is it healthy outside, Mike?
Well, assume if we get some good weather eventually.
Yes.
Yeah, a study done by the University of Minnesota back in 2015 said that being outdoors, enjoying nature and doing activities outdoors does improve the health, especially of senior citizens. So it's a very good way. The sights and sounds, the smells being outdoor is healthy. It improves people's health.
So water running, bees buzzing, those kinds of things actually improve your health,
that's
make
right.
you feel better?
That's right.
All right. So why is it that happens?
Well, being outdoors, you do a lot more activities and you get more energy from that. And, they say that just being outdoors and the exercise and the increase of your energy levels. It helps just general in your health, but it also can reduce the impact of chronic diseases or isolation or some disabilities. And seniors tend to have more of a depression issue than the general public. So this helps reduce that sort of impact. It also, being outside and exercising, they say it reduces your pain sometimes and stress levels. And a lot of people, as they get older, start taking a lot of medications to reduce stress and pain. And we have all these problems nationally with people over-medicating themselves. So it's a good way to reduce that sort of stuff. And they also found that being outdoors actually increases your brain power, increases your memory. And there's a study by the University of Michigan, and it does it apparently 20% increase in memory, and additionally helps you live longer, around a 12% increase of your life expectancy if you're outdoors and enjoying nature and exercise a little bit, and even reduces by a third deaths from respiratory diseases. So nature, being out in the nature and walking and enjoying that, it's a win-win. It just is all good.
Absolutely. So, but we have to worry about safety outside too, right? We are attorneys.
Right. Yeah, that's right. So we always have a caveat and everything, right? So, you always do the common sense. This is all common sense stuff, not anything, earth-shattering here. Just like when with your kids when they were little, you'd lather on all that sunscreen so they wouldn't get. Of
course.
Same thing as we get older. If you're going to be outdoors a lot, you don't realize it, but the sun's beating down on you, so you ought to put on sunscreen to protect yourself. You just make sure, because as we get older, our skin becomes more sensitive to the sun. So and don't try to avoid the time. Don't go out at high noon. Try to do hours where the sun is a little bit less oppressive. The other thing as we get older, our body doesn't conserve water as much, and our bodies don't adjust to the heat as well. So drink a lot of water, right? Mm-hmm. Common sense. Also, wear something that maybe looser clothing and a hat so that you don't stifle yourself. Be in the shade once in a while, get a little coolness that way. And then finally, when you're walking, walking is a great exercise. Wear shoes, that are comfortable, but also are meant for walking. So you're not putting yourself in danger. Maybe use a walking stick, that's to help you as you walk along. Try to use things that are well
like
maintained.
Paved or maintained,
yeah, so
right,
that you're not, doing hill climbing and falling over and hurting yourself. So all those sort of things, common sense stuff, but you should be doing all that.
Yeah, we want no personal injury lawsuits.
That's right.
Spending time outdoors has many health benefits. Don't be afraid to wander into the great green and blue yonder. Just be proactive and safe while you're doing it. For more information, pick up the current issue of Boomer and Beyond magazine, available everywhere for free, or call Mike at the number coming up next.
Call Solomon, Steiner, and Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information or to schedule a speaker for your organization. Or log on to www.ssnplaw.com.
Thanks for joining us. On next week's show, we'll learn how to preserve the legacy of your family history. Plus, how to transition into a new career after age 50. And the healing power of music can elevate your mood. But until then, please remember to make the most of your golden opportunities.
If you'd like to join our kitchen conversation, visit our website, www.goldenopportunities.tv. Like us on Facebook. Call us at 440-742-GO-TV or email us at kitchen@goldenopportunities.tv. We'd love to hear from you.
Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.